Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna break his face, I'm gonna break his body up, I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete. Happens at the end of the night. I'm not in there to try and knock Jake out in 10 seconds or 8 rounds. I'm gonna go in there and do a job. I'm gonna wanna hurt him. You know, I'm gonna wanna really hurt him in the ring. That's what I wanna do, that's what I'm here to do.
It should be over in 90 seconds because Anthony Joshua is a legit gold medalist, super heavyweight, crazy athlete, awesome power, and Jake Paul just isn't on that level in any.
I will kill you. That is Joshua's clear warning to Jake Paul, and he is warning him he will take his head down in their press conference, as his cold promise to keep his head down for weeks shows a man preparing to punish Jake Paul with ruthless focus.
I'm not here to announce myself to the public. I gotta come in under the radar, do the promotional agreements that I've signed up to do, nothing more, nothing less, and get the job done. That's what we're here to do.
Jake Paul did not hold back as he stepped up, claiming he had the timing, the speed, and the tricks to hit a shot no one saw coming. But every word only highlighted the gap between his confidence and Anthony Joshua's relentless focus. The warning was already in the air.
AJ, I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. And I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep 1000%.
Anthony Joshua is sending a loud message with every word here. He is not guessing or pretending to be ready. He is already in the gym, building up every punch, every counter, and every defensive move. His mentality is as strong as his physical preparation, and it is clear that when fight night comes, he intends to show Jake Paul exactly what disciplined experience can do in the ring.
The delusion that can get you in a spot of bother, and I'm looking at AJ in the face-off and I'm seeing a guy who ain't messing around, and he won't mess around on December 19th. He will go out there with bad intentions, and he will end this fight nice and early, and we'll have a great Christmas, and then we'll move on, and normal service will be resumed in 2026, which is to try and get that shot at a world title.
Jake Paul did not hold back as he admitted how surreal it is to face someone of Anthony Joshua's size. His confidence in using speed and size is clear, but the subtle unease in his words shows that he understands the challenge ahead. Every tall stance, every strategy is tested by Joshua's presence, and Jake can sense the pressure of stepping into the ring with a man who has not just size, but unmatched power and precision.
Yeah, Jake, tell us the difference between your face-off with Gervonta, where you're a head taller looking down, and now looking up at Joshua.
No, it's surreal. All of it is very, very funny, and my neck started to hurt after looking up for a little bit. But this is what we signed up for, and he's very tall, but that means I can use my speed and my size to my advantage as well.
Anthony Joshua's words are a testament to resilience and hunger. Every setback, every obstacle has built him into a fighter who cannot be easily broken. From early struggles to world championships, he has consistently risen stronger. His focus and drive are relentless, and December 19 is when that experience will meet Jake Paul's ambition. Joshua's preparation is meticulous, and every lesson from the past is shaping a man who intends to dominate without question.
This is a one-round job, because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
Johnny Nelson's words make it clear. Jake Paul is stepping into dangerous territory. Anthony Joshua does not play games. He fights to finish, and his power can end a fight instantly. Paul's showmanship and bravado will be tested against a man who combines skill, power, and ruthless precision. Every claim Paul makes about taking Joshua on is a gamble, And the reality is that AJ's experience and knockout ability leave no room for error.
Because Jake Paul is crazy. If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays knock the F out.
The tension is palpable as Jake Paul steps up for the face-off against Anthony Joshua. He tries to impose himself with confidence and size, but Joshua's calm focus and towering presence instantly shift the momentum. Every glance and measured movement from Joshua tells a story of control and experience, leaving Paul's bravado exposed. The difference between a seasoned heavyweight and a showman is clear, and this moment foreshadows just how dangerous Joshua will be in the ring.
Let's go, Jake! Let's go, Jake! Let's go, Jake!
History bigger than them all. The one and only Jake Paul.
Let's go, Jake!
Tawny Jeffrey's words perfectly capture the madness and the reality of this matchup. While Jake Paul has some raw power and the audacity to step into the heavyweight ring, he is facing a man who is not just skilled, but a calculated powerhouse. Anthony Joshua has the ability to end fights with either hand, and his experience against world-class opponents gives him an edge that is almost impossible to overcome. Even the most optimistic Paul fans have to recognize that AJ's discipline and finishing ability make this fight overwhelmingly dangerous for the YouTuber and nearly impossible to pull off an upset.
He's going to win this fight by knockout. You would think I'm absolutely crazy, right? But the thing is, it can happen. 10-ounce gloves, heavyweight, Jake Paul can punch hard. But do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely not, mate. Anthony Joshua is an absolute beast, an unbelievable, highly skilled, highly trained, highly experienced professional boxer with power in both hands, and he's really good at finishing.
Frank Warren makes it clear that this is not just another fight. This is a serious and dangerous contest. Anthony Joshua is a man who knows how to punish mistakes, and Jake Paul is stepping into a world he has not fully earned. Warren points out that Paul must fully believe in himself, but the reality is he is walking into the ring against someone with skill, power, and experience far beyond anything he has faced before. This is a battle where preparation and belief will be tested against elite-level boxing intelligence and brutal execution.
It's a dangerous fight. Of course, it's a dangerous fight. But I'm not here to be there selling their show. I've got no interest in the fighters from that perspective. I just think that he is a licensed boxer. He trains. He knows what he's getting involved with. He's not an idiot. And he knows what he's going to be up against, but he must believe in himself today.
The reaction of Jake Paul's mom sums up the danger that everyone can see. Even within his own family, there is fear and disbelief at the idea of stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua. This is a heavyweight with experience, power, and the ability to end fights decisively. Paul's confidence and bravado are being tested against a man whose entire career has been about survival, discipline, and dominance at the highest level. It is a stark reminder that hype cannot replace skill and preparation when facing a world-class champion.
I'm fighting Anthony Joshua.
No, look at my, oh no. Are you crazy? What the?
Are you scared?
No, I'm terrified.
Duke McKenzie highlights exactly why this fight is dangerous. Anthony Joshua is a trained athlete with massive size, strength, and world-class technique. Jake Paul may have courage and some power, but he lacks the experience to step into the ring with a man of Joshua's caliber. Facing a smaller fighter is one thing, But facing a disciplined, strategic heavyweight champion who can punish every mistake is another. This is a fight where every second matters, and any lapse from Paul could be instantly exploited by Joshua's power, timing, and precision.
The right, I don't believe, to fight Anthony Joshua. It's not like he's beaten, 4 or 5, top line heavyweights, other heavyweights. I don't believe he's boxed any heavyweights.
Derek Chisora's words underline the expected dominance Joshua brings. This is not a fight anyone expects to drag on past a few rounds, because Anthony Joshua has the ability to finish decisively and efficiently. Jake Paul's stamina and experience are no match for a man who can read fighters and end fights early. Chisora emphasizes that if Joshua executes his plan, he will replicate the precision and force he used against past opponents, and Paul will have no answers when the storm hits inside the ring.
Oh, I told Anthony, I already messaged Anthony as I listen. I tell you what, I said to AJ, if this goes past 5 rounds, everybody's gonna be having a go at you, because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. It has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, people are going to be doubting you as a fighter himself. So he has to smoke him out like what he did Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia in 1 round.
Eddie Hearn's warning is clear and chilling. Anthony Joshua has the ability to end fights instantly, and the danger for Jake Paul is real. Every time Joshua throws a punch, it carries experience, technique, and knockout potential. Paul may talk about timing and tricks, but he is stepping into the ring with a man who can punish errors in seconds. Hearn emphasizes that this is not a normal matchup, and Jake Paul must fully respect the responsibility he has taken on by challenging one of the most skilled and powerful heavyweights of this generation.
Like that. But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to. So we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
Yeah.
But David Benavides nails the reality that Anthony Joshua is in a league of his own. Multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist, and a man whose experience alone can intimidate opponents. The last time someone inexperienced stepped in the ring with him, the outcome was obvious. Jake Paul may have courage, audacity, and some raw power, but he lacks the technical skill, timing, and ring intelligence to survive against a man like Joshua. Every move Joshua makes is calculated, and every punch carries authority. This fight is not a gamble for Joshua. It is a test of dominance, and Paul is walking into a storm he cannot fully control.
Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. He's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him.
Tyson Fury's comments are bold and confident for Jake Paul, but they miss the subtle reality of stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua. Joshua is not a spent force. He is a seasoned heavyweight with timing, precision, and knockout power that is unmatched. Jake Paul may appear on the rise and may carry some confidence and size advantage, but Fury underestimates the depth of Joshua's experience and tactical mind. AJ does not rely on hype or appearance. He relies on preparation, skill, and the ability to punish mistakes immediately. This fight is a dangerous gamble for Paul, and one that requires more than just confidence to survive.
I don't know about chewing up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look.
Simon Jordan points out how absurd it is for Jake Paul to step into the ring with Anthony Joshua, 2-time heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist, and a man whose physical and technical abilities remain world-class. Even after a loss, Joshua's execution, timing, and strength are undiminished. Mentally, he may have questions, but his resilience and focus have always defined him. Jake Paul may bring energy, showmanship, and speed, but he cannot match the combination of skill, power, and intelligence that Joshua brings into the ring. The fight is stacked in favor of experience, discipline, and calculated dominance, leaving Paul with very little margin for error.
Financial welfare for Jake Paul going into a fight with Anthony Joshua, to me, is absurd. I mean, Anthony Joshua is a legitimate two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He may have got destroyed by Daniel Dubois, but notwithstanding, there's nothing physically wrong with Anthony Joshua that he can't execute. Mentally, he might be in a little bit of a difficult position after
The stakes for this fight could not be higher as Anthony Joshua faces Jake Paul on December 19th. Joshua has the skill, power, and experience to completely dominate, but the unpredictability of Paul's style and his confidence make this a fascinating clash of worlds. If Joshua wins, he will reinforce his position as one of the most disciplined and dangerous heavyweights of his era, proving that experience and preparation always outweigh hype and bravado. On the other hand, if Jake Paul shocks the world, it would be one of the biggest upsets in modern boxing history, showing that audacity and timing can challenge even the most seasoned champions. Mentally, Joshua appears stronger and hungrier, having been through wars and setbacks. Paul has heart and speed, but can he survive the pressure? This fight will reveal who wants it more and who controls the ring. Are you backing Anthony Joshua, or is Jake Paul pulling the upset? Drop your thoughts below.